Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host Thomas Irie from On the Hot Podcast. Today, I have some bonus content for you guys. The bonus content today I will be covering for the sport of boxing. If you guys haven't checked out episode 68, it is now available on our Instagram account and our Apple Podcast account. Again, episode 68 is now available on both of those platforms if you guys haven't checked that out already. But the bonus content I have for you guys today will be for the sport of boxing. I will be giving my fight summary for the fight that took place Friday night between Shakur Stevenson and Robson Conceicao in the 130-pound division in boxing. So there was some storylines that escalated into this fight that took place last Friday night. Obviously, the world knows that Shakur Stevenson unfortunately did not make weight and was stripped of his two championships that he held in the 130-pound division. He was the reigning defending WBC and WBO junior lightweight champion. Unfortunately, did not make weight a couple of days before the fight was about to take place. Obviously the weight that he was supposed to make was at 130 pounds. He weighed in at 131 pounds and was stripped of these two championships right before this fight happened last Friday night. So obviously that sets up for Shakur Stevenson moving on from this division. He openly came out and admitted that he apologized to his fans. He apologized to all fans of boxing that he unfortunately did not make weight. His body can no longer take it takes a lot think about it. I'm sitting here talking to you guys weighing at 180 pounds. Imagine if I had to cut weight to make 130 pounds. I know that he's going through a lot. He was struggling to make that weight. He's openly came out and said he can no longer make the weight, which makes sense because he wanted to move up to 135 pounds anyway. Unfortunately, he had to vacate both of those championships instead of going out as the WBC and WBO junior lightweight champion in this division. But still went out with a bang. Took care of business in his hometown of New Jersey last Friday, beating Robson Conceicao by unanimous decision to extend his career to 19-0. And Robson Conceicao, if you guys haven't heard of him, he's actually a legit boxer. He's 17-2 in his career. He's actually the first Brazilian to ever win a gold medalist for that country. That took place in the 2016 Olympics, where he won that gold medal in the sport of boxing. So he wasn't fighting no scrub out there Friday night. I'll give it to Shakur, fighting the best of the best in the 130-pound division. He looked flawless out there. Like I said, he took care of business in his hometown of New Jersey. I say he honestly won 10 out of 12 rounds of that fight. Obviously, the fight went the distance, but I would say Robson Conceicao looked pretty good. Third round, I think he was starting to give Shakur Stevenson some problems. Shakur Stevenson obviously adjusted on the fly. Round 4, he started finding his rhythm in that ring. The body shots were delivering. The jab was delivering. I think realistically, him and Devin Haney have the best jabs in boxing. But Shakur Stevenson's defensive game should be talked about a lot more as well. He put on an absolute performance out there Friday night. I think he absolutely dominated and decimated Robson Conceicao to extend his record to 19-0, and now he's moving on to bigger and better things in his young career. And I think Shakur Stevenson is obviously done at this division, in the featherweight division. He finished as a unified champion and is one of the hottest boxing names in the sport today at the age of 25 years old. Currently, he's ranked on ESPN's top 10 pound-for-pound list at number 9. That's pretty impressive for someone who's only 25 years of age. Now, he's stepping into the hottest division in boxing, as a lot of people would say, at the 135-pound division. And now, what's next for Shakur Stevenson? Because there's a lot of chatter of what could take place once he steps back into a boxing ring, whenever that may be in the next 4 to 6 months, or may take some more. Shakur might take some more time off. It'll be well deserved for him, by the way. But what's next for him? Stepping into the best division in boxing at 135 pounds. Well, there's a lot of talent in this division, and it's obviously the best division in boxing for a reason. The number one, and these are the guys that I would love to see him line up and fight against in this division. So currently you're looking at Devin Haney, who he actually called out, one of the two names that he called out after his win Friday night. Devin Haney is obviously the undisputed champion and the undisputed king and the undisputed champion in the 135-pound division. He holds all the glitz, all the glamour, all the important belts at this division. Why not go from being the top best fighter at the featherweight division and climb up to the lightweight division and take on arguably the best fighter that division has to offer, with all the marbles on the line. However, Devin Haney still has to get past George Kambosos in the next couple weeks in the rematch for all the undisputed titles at the 135-pound division. We'll see if he takes care of business in that rematch to set up potentially a super big fight between himself and Devin Haney. If these two get in the ring with each other, I think this has the tangements and has the both of these guys are young, talented stars. This would be the best fight that we would see besides that the world of boxing can offer at the moment, besides a Terrence Crawford and an Errol Spence fight, which hopefully, fingers crossed, we get that pretty soon. But these two, they fight the same. They had, like I just said a few moments ago, they have the best jabs in boxing. Both of their jabs, especially Devin Haney's, reminds me of Floyd's. Both great defensive fighters. Both, if you guys boxing people are just getting into the world of boxing, say that both of these fighters are boring, you're honestly mistaken. These guys are crafts. They're a work of art in that boxing ring. So I think it would be one of the best I think it would be the second biggest boxing fight that we could have as boxing fans, behind Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. getting in the ring with each other. Another name that I can see him fighting as soon as he gets up to 135 pounds, Devin Haney's opponent, George Kambosos. Let's say if George Kambosos doesn't pull off a win in his rematch clause that he set, he'll be fighting in his home country, Australia, again. And if he doesn't beat Devin Haney for to get all his undisputed titles back, if he doesn't get all those titles back, he's going to have something to do if he still wants to be in the world of boxing. Why not fight Shakur Stevenson, who's trying to make a name for himself in this division? I think that would be a good fight. A former undisputed champion fighting the next big thing in this division. Let's talk about Lomachenko. ESPN would love to make this fight happen. And I caught the commentary when I was watching the fight on Friday night. Obviously, Devin Haney is the king of the in the 135-pound division, obviously holding all the championships. But ESPN is so hell-bent on Lomachenko fighting Shakur Stevenson as soon as he gets to 135 pounds. I know they're chopping at the bit for this to happen. My opinion, I'd rather want him to face Devin Haney right off the bat, but it's not a bad option to see Shakur Stevenson fight Lomachenko, who is one of the top dogs in the 135-pound division as well. And you know who I want to see him get in the ring with, Gervonta Tank Davis. I think that would be one hell of a fight. If these guys get in the ring with each other, honestly, I don't even know who would win that fight. Gervonta Davis brings a lot of star power to this division. Obviously, there's a lot of reasons why, and I won't talk about it in this video, why Gervonta Davis is not fighting the top fighters, but he's still one of the best fighters in this division. I think he personally is the best fighter in this division. But I think it'd be interesting to see Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson get it on in the ring. You're talking about great defensive fighters. Shakur Stevenson brings his boxing abilities. I think he has better boxing skills than Gervonta Tank Davis. But Tank Davis brings his knockout power, and I think he's the modern-day Mike Tyson in boxing today with his knockout power. So I think that would be another interesting fight. Another interesting fight would be Shakur Stevenson versus Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, a young 23-year-old guy in this division trying to make a name for himself. I'm not sure if he's actually still in the 135-pound division or he's officially moved up to 140 pounds to that division like Teofimo Lopez did. But if Ryan Garcia is going to stick around at the 135-pound division, I think this would be another great fight. Shakur Stevenson versus Ryan Garcia. And then the wild card of the whole entire division is Isaac Pitbull Cruz. We've seen what he can do in the boxing ring. I think he is the wild card of this division. He is absolutely spectacular. A great pound-for-pound fighter. Can do everything that you want to see in the boxing ring. Has the knockout power. Has the great defensive skills as a fighter. He doesn't care. He'll go all in to make sure he finishes his opponent off. That's what I like out of Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And he took Gervonta Davis to the limit. He was this close to being Gervonta Tank Davis and giving him his first loss of his career. I think all of these guys would be great for Shakur Stevenson to fight as soon as he gets to the 135-pound division. We'll see who he fights first. I'm predicting that he will fight Lomachenko first, and then we'll see Devin Haney down the line. Maybe by the end of 2023, we'll see Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson. Maybe at the 135-pound division, maybe at the 140-pound division at some point. It's going to be interesting to see if Devin Haney can still maintain weight and stay at the 135-pound division. But that is what I want to see Shakur Stevenson do once he gets to this 135-pound division, which I still believe is the best division in boxing today. But Shakur Stevenson, 25 years of age, stands at 19-0. It has a bright future, one of the best names that boxing has to offer for us today. But that is all the bonus content I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. There's your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.